Ever open your laptop, ready to write, and suddenly your mind goes totally blank? Sometimes writing feels harder than it should. But I'm not here to upend your whole writing routine. Sometimes a tiny change will get your productivity moving. Today, I'm sharing 5 simple, practical changes you can try immediately to make your writing sessions better. All 5 tips have helped me bust through my creative blocks, focus deeper, and have great writing sessions. And tip number 5 has gotten me out of trouble more times than I can even count. Let's get into it. Number 1, sit at a clean workspace. If your desk is clean, it'll support a clean mind. I'm a type B person, so it took me a while to notice this, but when I look at a cluttered desk, my brain picks up on it and it feels more cluttered and stressed too. I don't know if it's visual distractions or if it's feng shui, but having a clear space could make your writing come easier too. Ideally, this can be the last thing you do after your writing session. You grab your empty cup, you swipe off the Cheetos dust, and then tomorrow, when it's writing time again, there's no friction. You have your lovely, clean, special spot ready for you. One bonus tip here, if you have space in your house that you can keep just for writing, that can be a nice little signal to your brain that when you come in here, it's time for the creativity to flow. Those little subconscious cues really work. Tip number 2 is walk and talk out your ideas. Who says writing has to be done with your fingies? If you're just feeling boxed in, especially when it comes to planning the story, find a place to walk and try dictating your story instead. Use your AirPods, start a voice memo, and just start rolling. There's a reason so many geniuses were known for being walkers and talkers. Creative thinking combined with movement is a powerful combo. There's an actual science to it. It increases your creative output by 60%. This can feel really liberating and surprisingly effective. Some authors actually write their books purely by dictation. But if that doesn't work for you, you still may find that planning out loud while moving generates fresh ideas that you wouldn't have come up with hunched over your laptop trying to dig your way out of some plot knot you've created for yourself. And there are even AI tools out there that can turn your voice memos straight to text if you do decide to use some of your dictation as a first draft. Tip number 3 is prime the pump with silence. This one sounds nuts, but it has helped me so much. Sit in silence for a while before you start to write. I'm serious. When I'm driving to a coffee shop to write, I always drive in silence. And it's like that stillness spring-loads my brain to be ready for action. Let yourself be bored right before creativity, and your brain will be fresh and ready to go when it's time to write. Tip 4, hide the phone. This is the obvious one, and I know it's hard to do, but it's so powerful I have to put it in here. Creativity builds off itself. That's why distractions are so destructive, because they break the focus that's allowing your idea to grow and develop. It's natural to take breaks to freshen up your mind, but when your creativity is broken up not by fatigue, but by the urge to check your phone, your ideas aren't getting the nutrition they need to develop into their potential. Looking at TikTok during writing sessions is like closing the curtains on your houseplants at midday. The factor that causes the growth is now closed off. Focus builds stories. This is such a hard thing to do. I'm going to offer a tool to help. There's an app called Freedom that you can use to disable specific apps for specific periods of time. So you can even just block social media during writing time and have it available the rest of the day. Here's one more, and this one has increased my writing productivity so much. Tip 5 is to keep your Notes app open right next to your writing software. This has been incredible for me. Whenever I get stuck while I'm writing, I just click over to the Notes app and start basically journaling about the issue. This little trick reintroduces free writing into every day's writing process, and it really helps smooth out the obstacles that can't be overcome by sheer editor-style writing logic. It brings back in the free-flowing nature of writing. For example, last week I was writing a scene where I suddenly realized my villain's motivation was underdeveloped. So at first I made a little note in the Notes app to address this later and kept going. But then I realized I couldn't get any further till I figured it out. So I just switched back to the Notes app and started stream of consciousness writing through the possibilities until I got clear on a way forward and could return to my writing document. I'm literally constantly bouncing between these two documents. It feels natural, and it really takes the pressure off the book writing when you have a dedicated space you can just free write on. So those were my 5 tips to have a more productive writing session today. These little tips have got me through some major writing hurdles, and I know they can do the same for you. If these ideas were helpful, hit that subscribe button so you can get more writing tips from me. But most importantly, write in the comments which of these 5 tips you want to try out during your next writing session. I can't wait to see which one excites you most. Now, if you're interested in some habit changes that will make your writing more productive, check out this video next. Thanks for watching. Peace.